Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. If you are new here, what up? So today we're going to be talking about Calavore, the mythic dark hunter of the Soul Dance season. He is one of two mythics that you can claim. So you can claim Calavore, the mythic hunter, or Sepula, the mythic sorcerer. Today we're going to review Calavore. I have been lucky enough to be able to fly them through the creators faction for the last 2 weeks. I have a general idea of him. Obviously, I would have more time with him if I would have gotten him myself, but I don't have the resources to do that yet. So, 2 weeks of flying him over and over and over. These are my thoughts if you should get him or not. So, pros. He has lots of ways to boost his damage. You get a small damage increase when you come out of his cloak, and then you also have a 200% increase in breath damage on his cycle spell. So that's a lot of damage. You won't need like hunter attack runes on this guy. You're going to want to put ammo and rage runes on him from what I have found. So on his cloak, it is a 0 cooldown cloak, so you can spam it technically. You do get 33% of your ammo back when you do use the cloak, so you get a small increase in damage if you let the cloak run out, and then you get the ammo. So that's super awesome. You get rage and health on destruction of towers. You have the Death Gaze type spell. It does have a long cooldown, but that is intended so that is not your main source of damage. So this guy relies mostly on his breath damage and being able to either freeze or dodge super shots and stuff like that. So you're going to need a lot of rage and ammo runes on this guy, but he has a lot of damage, a 0 cooldown cloak, he has a Death Gaze, a freeze. Everything you could want in a dragon, this guy has pretty much. As far as a hunter, I think he's really well-rounded. He takes a ton of skill, but we'll get to that later. So, cons. You cannot mess up at all. If you mess up, you die. He's very unforgiving. He's extremely high skill. If you thought learning how a set was hard, this guy will give you a run for your money on that. He is rage hungry. He needs a ton of rage. Even with, a rage rider like Zandra and rage runes, you're still going to be using a ton of rage, and you're only getting it back when you destroy the towers. And then your passive rage generation, obviously. But you're cloaking and dodging and using your spells so much that you're really going to want to rage this guy up. If you have like mythic ammo with that rage secondary, throw a bunch of those on there. So rage hungry, he needs ammo too. He needs ammo to spam down the towers. You will not succeed if you don't practice. He's only for extremely skilled hunter flyers, top 10%, and or if you're willing to put in the time to learn him. He's very frustrating. He's very unpredictable. He is not going to give you 100% every single run. But he is similar to Howiset, where when you do get that beautiful triple defended perfect run, it is such an accomplishing feeling, and you're so proud and you're so excited. He definitely requires determination and trying not to get frustrated with him. He is one of the most high-skill hunters that I have ever flown, and I've flown a ton of hunters in this game. He kind of is like a Nocturne, Gnarlith, Prospero crossbreed, I would say. You can't really compare him to any dragon because I don't think there's any dragon really out there like him. In my opinion, he's balanced, and a lot of people are saying, like, as far as a buff to, like, increase the rage that he gets or the health that he gets, but that might help you live a little bit longer, but you're still going to need skill to fly him. You're not going to get by with just buffing his ammo or buffing his health regain. You're going to need skill, and if you don't have the skill and you're not going to put in the effort to practice religiously with him, I would opt for not getting him. He is extremely high skill. He is extremely unpredictable. He is not like any other hunter that I've flown, and it is very fun. It's very engaging. It also is very frustrating. Just the unpredictability of, am I going to make it through this base or not, is kind of scary. Like I said, I've only had him for 2 weeks, and I've flown a good bit in that time, but it's still very unpredictable. Now, I am not a person who picks up a dragon and learns it in one day. It does take me about a week to fully get comfortable with a dragon, and I feel like Calavore I would need more time with him to be 100% the best that I could be. And even then, I would still make mistakes. And I still make mistakes with other dragons all the time. If you've watched my streams, you know that. But he is on another level of complication, and I don't think that he will be for the majority of the player base. A lot of people, are egotistical and think that they are great flyers, but this dragon will separate those who are great flyers from those who just think that they are. It is not an easy dragon by any means, but it is very rewarding when you do get a good run. And I personally will be getting him, and I will fly him as much as I can and get even better with him. And I hope that I can see some amazing runs from you guys with him. But like I said, if you're not going to put in the work and you're not extremely talented, skilled hunter flyer, I would probably pass on this guy and just save your resources, I would say. So that is my review of Calavore. I think he's great, especially if you get rage drained following someone, or if you're following someone and they get rage drained. He always starts the battle with full rage, so that's super nice. I'm going to get him as like a secondary. I probably won't nerf my Howhazen by like stripping runes or anything like that off of him, because Howhazen is more reliable for me right now. So I will still get him and put some decent runes and gear and stuff on him. So I am super excited for him. And like I said, I hope that you guys can put out some amazing runs that I get to see too. So let me know if you guys are going to get him, what your thoughts are, and let's talk in the comments. On another note, if you want to see him fly, I do have a couple videos on my channel, and I will have more going out when I get him, and just a few that I've stockpiled throughout my time of having him right now. So just keep a look on the channel if you want to see more footage of him.